whenever there's a deck list like this that's pulled up on screen, people always like to ask me a lot of questions about all the various 1 and 2-ofs in the deck. And I wish that I could tell you there was a very calculated science that has gone into this, but I have simply copied this deck off of the internet and imported it into my deck editor. One thing I will say about the smattering of different cards is that a lot of these cards do similar things, but are slightly better and slightly worse in different situations. So like Power Word Kill, Bloodchief's Thirst, Soul Transfer, March of the Wretched Sorrow, Ray of Enfeeblement. These cards are all 2-ofs, but really when you look at the deck list as a whole, it's 10 pieces of spot removal here. Yeah, and Dig Up, being able to search up key cards, makes things like a 1-of Harness Infinity potentially really powerful, for example. Let's go ahead and put a borderless Field of Ruin in here, and then we'll head on into some matches with this and see how it goes. Download a car. Unfortunately, my 3D printer is not large enough to print a drivable vehicle. Maybe someday. Mayhaps someday that will no longer be the case, but for today, it is unable to. Not with that attitude. Okay, I don't know who added that command, but that's the first time I've seen it, and that's fantastic. I am the net deck police. Do you have the necessary credits or perhaps an NFT to be playing this deck? You have 30 seconds to comply before I cancel you on Twitter. God bless us, everyone. Just keep killing their stuff, right? Oh, you know what, chat? There's a quad black spell in my deck. I should not have made a second green mana. Mistakes were made. Removal spells shall continue until morale improves. Wait, their last 2 cards aren't Goldspan Dragon Negate? Is that even legal? Oh, you know what? They have 2 creature lands. I didn't notice that. Mayhaps I was supposed to hold on to the Field of Ruin until they activated one of them. Our hand's a little on the clunky side at the moment. Passing here. We're gonna like Jukai Visionary, pick up Field of Ruin. Plus like a sorrow. How many basics do you think are in their deck? Binding now. Nice. BlueStacks, the mobile emulator that I use, has mapping built into it. That's a trap! Hey, thanks for remembering, Shay. I really appreciate the support. I wouldn't be able to be here without folks like you. They did have the negate, as predicted. They have another basic. While binding this chariot, and then next turn we can dig up a Meathook Massacre and clean out these tokens. We are taking 5, potentially 9 this turn. Let's culling. Wow. Oh no, I misclicked. Fuck. Oh man, we were gonna win this game too. Shit, this is only 2 mana, right? I clicked on black twice. Why is the interface different on that card when it's... Am I crazy, or is there usually an interface in the center of my screen? Playing the Boseiju doesn't help us, chat. Because this is standard. So they get a treasure token here. So now the Lair of the Hydra is lethal. Oh, they need to draw a land, right? Because it's only 1. All right, we're dead to a land. But if I would have made a green mana, I could have Boseiju'd their Lair and then taken 2. Oh, they're not attacking me. That's really good for me. Does it change the interface based on how much mana it makes, maybe? That must be it, right? What's going on, Deboo? Morning. I mean, we have a few artifacts in our deck. Old Rutstein makes artifacts. For people asking about why we care about artifacts, soul transference. You have an artifact and an enchantment, you get both sides of this effect. Discarded Dragonfire, that's probably smart. Hey, thanks for the 41 months, Twin Twin. Speaking of Old Rutstein. Yeah, this blood will give us some extra value next turn for sure. We really want to draw a Meathook Massacre. We have 3 of those in 37 cards. We also have 3 copies of Dig Up, right? So we have six Meathooks to draw to. So a lot of live ones here. Easy game, chat. Just draw the cards you need. In my defense, chat, I just misclicked. In my defense, we were what? 24 cards into our deck without a Meathook? So we had seen over a third of it. Thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. Yeah, I would expect cards having lots of text in their text box to be the new normal, chat. I would expect more of that, not less of it. This card's only okay. Do I want these discard spells, actually? They're gonna have more counter spells post-board, right? Chat, anybody who thinks we're Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you really need to sit down and read some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. They are still on a completely different level. Yeah, I pay them money for that, Ziv. They have a Patreon you can support the site on, and one of the perks is getting on that featured list. We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Can someone please explain what Pot of Greed does? God bless. Hey, Abs, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this afternoon. Pot of Greed is like Gush. That's a great comparison. I remember at one point I asked my boys if they wanted to learn Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, and they were really big on the Yu-Gi-Oh anime at the time, so we like bought some Yu-Gi-Oh pre-built decks and just like it was like, nope, never mind. So needless to say, they now play Pokemon cards. Just want to get the Meathook into play here. Gets us the enchantment down for the soul transfer, which is nice. We need more souls, man. Good to have you back, Tater. Thanks, Braddock. I'll have to check that out. I'll make a note. I think we just go ahead and shatter the reflection here. Yeah, this is a three mana value card. I think we might be dead, fam. They updated that rule a while ago. I gain 6 and play 2 things out next turn. Worth noting these sacrifice, so I do gain a life here. I think they probably have another counter spell. This kind of is what it is, though. Rules updated before Twin got banned in Modern. So yeah, like I said a while ago. Alright, so did do a removal spell. little late on this. Technically not dead on board, but is likely over. Dead to an untapped land to your aura removal spell. And even if we don't die this turn to either of those things, we have to, yeah. We have to peel next turn to get out of the situation. So they can fire up Hydra for X's 5 here. Close game despite the 2 counter spells. Get to take this 3rd game on the play. How do we feel about just destroying their Den of the Bugbear here? I'm into it. If I play Old Rutstein out here, they could kill it with Dragonfire, but I think I'm okay with that. I have Culling Ritual that I might want to clean this up with next turn. Sweet. And now even if they kill this, I have a 1/1 to trade here. Well, remember, they can just sacrifice treasures in response to the team. So it cleans them out, but it's not like super useful. Just passing rather than playing into a counter spell here. Could like maybe Meathook for 1 there. We're technically accruing value every turn just on board with Mr. Rutstein. I have like these things to deal with a chariot loosely. Actually gonna go ahead and play this out. Gives them a window to kill it here, obviously, but if they want to spend their time killing that instead of developing their board, I think that's good for us. Yeah, that too, Bose. Rutstein making us a bunch of miscellaneous things that fuel Culling Ritual is kind of guess. This deck has so many little micro synergies. You don't know the size of my synergies. That's a pretty personal thing. This deck is green-black Season's Best. Yeah, basically. This is an apt summary. So they negated that. So now we'll Soul Transference, get rid of the cat, pick back up the Visionary. Vision is scary. Start a revolution. We're drawing my graveyard. Out of cards, shit. The logic on using the token instead of Magda. Yeah, my old Rutstein can block Magda inside of combat. So if I had left them 2 tokens here, they would have been able to attack with their 2 2/2s. I block one and they push 2 points of damage. It's a good question, though. The value of a treasure token doesn't really... There isn't really value in treasure tokens right now on this board. Like, they have pretty copious amounts of mana. Well, she can tap without attacking with something like Sentinel, right? My face is the place. Ooh, let's not misclick our way through that. They forgot to make a treasure token. They have conceded. Opponent has decided we are in garbage time, which is probably accurate. The Visionary is going to pick up, like, what, 3 or 4 cards out of our bin next turn, including a card that gets it back again. Chat, be nice to the moderators. Or I'm gonna be mean to you. It's gonna be a new rule. A mod decides to time out a mod that lost their sword, I'm gonna time them out. Do unto others. Yeah, I don't know that means you. I don't. It's a mod world art there. Ain't that the truth, Sideboard? Afternoon step keep. Speaking of being here a while, Dannon! Thanks for the almost 4 years. Welcome back. I'm doing pretty swell, Dannon. We had a really nice weather day yesterday. Got to take the kids on a Cub Scout hike. Played in the backyard with Haley for a little bit. I walked around and caught a bunch of Mudkips and Pokemon. Good thing I brought my backup Rutstein shit. I usually give 1 year subs a mod sort, Angry Penguin. They've been here long enough that they know the rules, and so do I. They're no strangers to Hoaglandia. There are rules here. Asking the real questions. Standard really a main deck Ray of Enfeeblement. I mean, it's a combat trick at worst, right? It's like one of those cards that, like, it's like Mystic Dispute, right? Like, it's great in some spots, but it's, like, fine in most. Glad you're out, Sideboard. Gosh, mill the card that answers the dragon, draw a worthless card. Feels Magic the Gathering, man. What's going on, Teeter? Oh. Is there a Nagate in my future, chat? Is there a Nagate in my future? Mercy. Mercy! I'll do, pig. I'll do. Lost Axiom, thank you for the 33 months. Welcome back. Alright, I'm going to now cut bad cards and bring in good cards for those of you taking notes at home. How many Meathooks do I want in my deck post board? Oh, Power Word Kill probably doesn't have much text here, huh? You can cut that. Rock action. Rock's really more of a mid-range archetype. This is more of a control deck to split hairs. GGQQ, thanks for the follow. By the way, to anybody out there that has some sweet standard decks that we haven't played on stream before, I've got 1 or 2 more lined up, but I'm looking for other standard things to poke at. If you have good suggestions, feel free to slide into my DMs. Show me your secrets. Take the deluge. It's exiled here. Gamble a little bit, mind rot them here. Just assume we'll draw another removal spell for their thing before it gets out of hand. Their secrets are in fact kind of scary. Nice, nice. Land, Goldspan Dragon, cast negate on your March of Wretched Sorrow. Usually I expect people to buy me dinner before they stroke me, chat, but Echoes is like a 40-month sub, so I think that counts. Sar, thank you for the 23 months. Welcome back. Survey says... Dead it is. GG's. Time echoes out. Nah, chat. They're just a product of the environment in which they've been raised. Does our deck have any cards that have been rebalanced in alchemy in it? We don't, right? Shaggy Potter, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Afternoon. Drowned Soda, welcome to the channel. A double-digit gold span, 2 games in a row. That's pretty good. Confirmed deck not broken up. Yeah, chat, listen. The best way to know if your standard deck is appropriately cracked is make sure you're playing cards that have been nerfed in Alchemy. If your deck doesn't have nerfed Alchemy cards in it, it's probably not good enough. It's a good litmus test. Billiam! Thanks for the over 2 years. Hey, no worries, Immortal. I really don't mind when people queue into me. If you're like muting or pausing the stream and clicking off of it when you queue up, it's like really not that big of a deal. Does not bother me. Hey, Nighthawk. Thanks for the 3/4. You got your new job confirmed today. Congrats on the new gig. Thanks for sharing some love. Untap Snarl onto our deck's busted shit. Cracked in half. Have a good one, Twitch chat. The Snarls are so bad. I mean, our deck is trying to cast like a quad black spell, so like dual lands are kind of nice. Not going to lie. There's value in just keeping their board clear for this Invoke Despair. The Ray of Enfeeblement shall continue until morale improves. Alright, next turn we're going to cast Kill Your Token, draw 2 cards. The old Kill Your Token divination, if you would. Oh, it doesn't draw 2, it kills Wedding Announcement. I forgot it kills enchantments. Chat, what is with this black card killing enchantments? It should be illegal. Things that shouldn't be allowed. Five mana, no plays. I can't believe it.
My people, we must protect the people.
Protect the people! Oh, how humiliating.
We've got the edge in this fight. I'm never done for good.
So long, farewell, I'll see you and good day. Had a Greninja hard carrying my team in Unite, and about halfway through I realized it was Toon Slim. Yeah, he's a little bit above average at that game, Drunk Owl. Cracked on the sticks, if you would. Okay, well, with the Visionary draw, we're gonna go ahead and pick up some Invoke Despairs here. To be fair to green, has fatties that ate the colored pie. Accurate. Just massacre these dorks in play. It definitely feels like we're bigger fishing this opponent. Like, I bet they discard some spot removal spells here that have just been blank in their hand. I'm a wizard, chat.
You could have such power. I will get what I want.
What are the odds they have a basic mountain?
Aren't I generous?
Long friends. Yeah, Cinder is very good. Definitely one of the strongest carries in the game. Still very good. There's actually, I don't know if you've still been playing Caliber, but the Duraludon actually had a longer attack range than Cinder for a little bit. It was very correct. Man, I was hoping to draw a land here so I could play Rutstein out. So I guess we'll do this. We're getting Wandering Emperor here, which sucks.
I hope you're ready to lose.
We have Harness Infinity in this deck. Well, you see, Lambton, greed, for lack of a better term, is good.
I've got new moves to teach you.
Yeah, it must use a different interface if you have less than, if you have less than 3, or less than 3 things in play. We'll get rid of that. We'll play Rutstein.
I still have much to learn.
Yeah, they've added a bunch of characters since Caliber. We're up to 33 tunes, I believe. Oh, man. It's an instant? What? Alright, I wanted to play the Field of Ruin. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know it was an instant, so I appreciate you telling me that. But I think even knowing it's an instant, I'm supposed to cast it there and play my field. Then have a land drop that turn. My play is still the same if I knew that, but I also didn't know that, so thank you. Culling Ritual is probably pretty good against, their, what's it called? Their wedding parties. Witherbloom Command seems kind of mediocre. Need all the Briarbridge Trackers. We don't need all the Culling Rituals. Well, that's pretty good in 2. Into Wedding Party 2. Thanks for the follows for me and Okizoki. Afternoon. Folks that are new, welcome to the channel. My name's Chef Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. Play a bunch of Magic the Gathering. Welcome, Lord Indigo. Usually we play a bunch of Constructed here. Standard, Alchemy, Historic, a little bit of Historic Brawl on occasion. We're an all-arena stream for Magic. Also stream a variety of non-arena games as well. We wrap up the stream most days playing some Pokemon Unite, is the Pokemon game we were talking about with chat there a little bit. Do a little bit of single-player variety stuff in the morning. We're currently playing through the Tomb Raider reboot series right now on the PlayStation 5, so if you're into primarily Magic, though, usually we play 2 Magic decks for about 3 or 4 hours every single day here from late morning into early afternoon. And if you can't be here to catch the things when we play them live, they also end up on my YouTube channel. So usually there's 2 deck videos posted there every single day. Aspirant, eh? That's more aggressive than I was expecting after game 1. All right, we might not be, we're definitely not sideboarded correctly against an Aspirant. How's this deck felt? Pretty reasonable, man. See? We got chewed up and spat out by Goldspan and counter spells, but other than that, we've been pretty competitive. You got a counter at the start of combat, it must be a bug. We board out rituals. I only have 2 of them in. I did board out a lot of my spot removal though for discard spells, which that's incorrect into how aggressive their board is playing out here. I'm gonna play Rutstein, because if we hit treasure tokens, we get a little bit more. And that can help us filter a little bit here. Really looking for a Meathook or a Culling Ritual here, obviously. All right, 2 looks at 5 sweepers here. Although I suppose if we find Meathook, this wedding announcement is popping off, which means I actually need untapped land and Meathook. Easy game, chat. Easy game. Is it untapped? Oh, why do I have a Dutch name? What a weird question. Listen, chat. Contrary to what many of the racists in my country believe, America is a country that was built on immigration. So my name is Dutch because I had Dutch ancestors that immigrated to the United States. Because immigration is actually a good thing. We're treading water here for a little bit. I didn't call all of America racist for what it's worth. The implication of my comment was that the people that think immigration is bad or that we were not a country founded on immigration are racist. Which is accurate. The Invoke Despair shall continue until morale hits rock bottom. Obviously, we don't want to dig up a basic land. I think I'm gonna go to 6 here. Oh, right. They can just sack the extra and keep the aspirant. Okay. Forgot they could do that because it sacks creature first. So if you sack this to the creature portion of that, you don't. Yeah, okay. I think I'm soul shattering the aspirant here now, right? I think is my plan. And then I can't block their menace creature anyways, so we just attack for 1. Oh, wow. Yikes. Okay. Well, we're not dead on board because I have a Lair of the Hydra, but we're now a lot more behind than I should be. I guess I should have held that other dig up, huh? Blood token gives us a redraw here. We are dead to 2 mana removal spell. Vanishing Verse ends our whole career here. They missed my creature land? They might have missed my creature land. But I have lethal with the land. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat, I didn't count. No, I didn't have lethal last turn, because I only have 9 mana now, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can make this an 8 this turn, and I wouldn't have been able to last turn. So I did not. No, I did not miss lethal. I didn't stop and count, but I didn't miss it either. Now we do, because we added a treasure. Oh, did I loot a land? Then maybe you're right. If I looted a land and didn't play a land. Yeah, I think you might be right. Good shout. Good shout. Gosh, yeah, we keep this up, we might actually be Mythic gamers. I love this game board. They do such a good job with the game board designs in Arena. Dear Wizard of the Coast, please take my money and sell me game boards. Thrilling discovery. Okay, I'm listening, opponent. You have my attention. Both the decks we played today felt pretty good. We played Abzan Venture in, we played Abzan Venture in, God bless America. We played Abzan Venture in Alchemy, and then this for Standard. Feels magic, man. Alec game. You want to tag me in the rotating formats channel in the subs Discord with your deck list? We'll probably poke at it later this week at some point. Or do an alchemy deck every day. We actually haven't played the opponent's archetype yet. We should though. Anybody have a standard reanimator deck list that they like? It's not one that I've seen go around yet. If you're a sub and you can throw it in the Discord, that'd be great. If you're a not sub and you can throw it in chat, I guess. Rotating formats. As for Standard and Alchemy. I assume we're just getting counterspelled. I also don't know if their deck plays a bunch of counters main or not. Probably. They have blue cards. Really? Okay. End step Magma Opus. Yeah, Twitch technology is great, slip through. It's called Untapped, and it's a technology called a Twitch extension. There's a lot of different neat things you can do with it. Alright, so we'll tap 2 mana here. We'll get to power, word kill. Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, so apparently my opponent was stopped on a phase that wasn't my end step. I even clicked on my end step to put a stop because I just assumed it was my end step. But Magic Arena didn't give me priority despite having 2 floating mana and there being a... I can target this, right? It's an elemental? What the actual hell? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about my rank, and now we're super far behind in this game. I should be ahead in, so I'm just gonna skip the match. I don't really feel like playing out after we get screwed by an arena bug. It's really just not fun. Good software, good software. It was funny, so I tweeted some Twitch stats over the weekend, and someone responded to them that it was inconceivable that the Magic category on Twitch shrunk by 15% viewership in the same year that Twitch as a whole had 69% viewership growth. And I just wanted to be like, is it really inconceivable if you've played Arena? Come on now. Is this actually inconceivable? What's going on, NPAC? Thanks for the 39 months. Welcome back. Yeah, if you are someone who used to enjoy the Seasons Pass deck in Standard, this deck has huge Season Pass vibes. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said, Duck Doolittle. Alright, with no play from them there, we'll play untapped land number 6, and then we'll just Visionary this turn. Magic revenue was up the same year that Twitch metrics had a downswing, for what it is worth. 2020, I believe, was Magic's most profitable year ever in the history of the game. You wish Pioneer was more popular. Pioneer is incredibly popular. And they just announced, in case you missed it, that Pioneer will be the first format for Magic's return to competitive play in paper, which I assume will only increase its popularity further. Maybe I'm supposed to Binding first here, actually. You know what I mean, for local F&Ms? I mean, local Magic is a pretty huge range of what's popular region to region. I don't think that's really a very good measure.
Are you enraptured? And I, the generous.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting a Pioneer adjacent format on this platform this summer. It will be almost assuredly very, very popular. It's going to be incredibly expensive to play Pioneer in paper. But that's not really a unique to Pioneer problem. That's just a paper Magic problem. So we can Witherbloom Command. We can Witherbloom Command, kill this, and then fire up my Menace land and kill Lolth. Will be budget decks for sure. I mean, always are. It doesn't change the fact that... That reminds me, I was talking about the price of playing Magic Arena to the price of playing Paper Magic, and someone was like, but Jeff, it doesn't matter that Tier 1 Modern decks cost $1,200 and $1,800, because you can just play a budget deck in Paper. And it's like, dude, you can literally play Magic Arena for $0 if we're counting budget decks. Wow, Game 1 Ray of Enfeeblement. What kind of madman would play Game 1 Ray of Enfeeblement, chat? Belden, thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Appreciate the support.
My hatred lives.
My hatred lives.
Out of my way. I am waiting to start. I bring my own army.
11. Okay, so we have 12 mana, so I get to draw 5 cards here.
Good minions are loyal and deadly.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
You want them to make $30 Pioneer event decks on Arena. I would like a pony and some beachfront property and $1 million and for World Hunger to be over. What else is on my wish list of things that I would really like to see happen? Do I want this dig up? I might want this dig up, chat. Nah, I'm just gonna take removal spells, I think. Yeah, digital Digimon TCG. I would like the Pokemon TCG client to be ready to be out of beta. Best I can do is $50 for 12 rares and 4 mythics. God bless. I'll have to be good enough.
My will cannot be denied.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to Bloodchief's Thirster token there, so that way, if I Bloodchief's Thirster token, I draw another card and they lose 2 more life. That's probably the line. Yeah, I should have focused on putting them to 3 would have left them dead to Hive next turn too. So that's a flame mistake on my part here.
You reek with terror. Do what I demand.
I won't let Kamigawa fail my family again. I've got all kinds of connections.
Oh wow, they didn't leave mana up to draw with Bankbuster this turn. It's interesting. Seems loose. Okay, well. Check for traps, Duress, go blank, an extra invoke, some trackers. It's a Culling Ritual matchup. They had wedding announcements, I guess, huh? Maybe this is a Culling Ritual matchup. Let's get rid of all the spot removal. Do I want Bloodchief's Thirst? Thirst does hit their planeswalkers. I have 4 bindings though too. Oh, by the way, chat, someone mentioned Runeterra. Riot gave me some card skins to give away this month. It's like an Infernal Demon Kennen, I believe. I still have like 10 of them to give away. If you're a sub, you can message me on Discord if you'd like one. If you're a non-sub and you play Runeterra, you can DM me on Twitter. Yeah, like, I have 10 more of them. Shout out to Ray Games for free stuff. Huh? Think I'm taking check for traps. That's close though. When I get this down and start accruing value with its upkeep trigger. We'll bind up the wedding announcement next turn. What if we Duress plus Dig Up and we get ourselves a Culling Ritual for next turn? Alright, well now I think I'm just gonna grab an Invoke Despair, huh? The kind of craziest thing about this sequence is we kind of just paid 9 mana for that Invoke Despair, and it was actually, like, just fine. Tireless Tracker will be bad in today's Magic. Yeah, that's probably not inaccurate. The slow incremental card advantage is something the game has definitely moved away from a little bit. Got me in my 1 copy of Go Blank. Well, I mean, Tracker doesn't even see Modern play anymore, right? Power level that format has pushed it out. Crunch. You know, if they find a way to answer my board, we've got a bunch of draws and redraws sitting out there if they enter the Briarbridge Trackers. Pretty sure whoever maintains the auto tapper is sweating profusely at these 3 monocolored cards with multiple hybrid symbols. Yeah. We'll be probably not looking forward to that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, avocado. So I'm short mana of being able to check for traps and dig up for Invoke. We could check and then see if they're dead to this Hive of the Eye Tyrant, though, because that might be the case. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, I guess they have a redraw here, technically, huh? March or something. Oh, by the way, to the people that just messaged me for the Runeterra card skin giveaway, you need to make sure you message me your Riot ID with the hashtag and the numbers after it and your server region for that. I need that to be able to give you stuff. Afternoon, cat girl. All right, let's get one more in with this, and I think we'll swap over to some Pokemon Unite. It's for the follow 6 questions. Would Oko still be good in Historic? Yeah, definitely. However, they could definitely nerf it and return it to the format. Would be great. Your Riot ID. Pokemon will not unite themselves. We're going to be jamming with Breadboxer this afternoon. Can I put the requirement in chat? No, I'm going to prioritize favoring people that were capable of following verbal instructions. It's gonna be my litmus test for who's eligible. Could you follow the verbal directions I gave you? You can just submit the deck using the forum on my site, Sergeant Pepperhands. NA is appropriate, Lockhart. I think it's technically called America's, but it's up to them to figure it out. I'm actually a little surprised. Riot's usually pretty good as far as like technology stack stuff goes. I'm a little surprised they don't have the technology to just like enter giveaway codes. I have to jump through the hoops of getting people's logins and stuff. Hopefully someday. CJNJ, thanks for the 3.5 years. Welcome back. I think with the Harness Infinity in hand here, I'm actually just gonna 8-mana Meathook here. Oh my gosh, I can't get back legendary cards. What a tilter. Let's read. There is only one Meathook Massacre. Yep. Yeah, it's to stop you from looping the Visionary with itself, obviously. Paid $70 for these Meathooks, chat. I should be able to return them with whatever I want. It's my Meathook, and I want it now. Hey, Bysound, thanks for the 49 months. Welcome back. What's going on, Incinerators? Yeah, the line goes up as not short. Like I said, I'm only about halfway into it. The first half is good. Harness is in fact an instant, yes. The problem here is they likely have counter spells. We're almost done Incinerators. We've been going for about 90 minutes. It's gonna be our last match before we swap to some Pokemon Unite.
I will not let my pack fall prey to predators of the night. The darkness won't hide our enemies from us.
Okay, now that one can go get a Meathook Massacre chip. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Let's go off 7.
On my signal, the hunt begins.
And thank you. We're gonna take a pretty sizable hit this turn.
Underestimate the forest because of its beauty.
Are they thinking about plussing this Ren here? I have soul transfers, just like I have a Meathook, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 mana next turn, so I have enough to both Meathook for 6 and soul transfer. You'll swing and a miss here. You love to see it.
Retreat into the night.
Even in defeat, we grow.
I can only Meathook for 4 here. We have made a mistake. Are we gonna die? Might have messed up shit, because I can't power word kill this either. I have played a land. Yeah, we could grab March and just double pitch the Meathooks and drain it for 5. I think that's the line, right? Now I go up to 12 and I have a Visionary left over, just like draw my graveyard back again. Good luck, Godspeed. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I'm gonna play this out because the soul transferences get back my visionary chip. So that's fine. So I can just QQ, right? This is 7, 13 total mana. So if I had 13 mana total, that means I could X's 9 on this. And still have 3 left over to soul transfer into it in case this is a counterspell. But when that's not a counterspell here, I now get to... Oh, you know what? I should have done X's 8 only, so that way I could dig up and Inscription this turn. That's what I should have done. That's fine. It's fine, chat. We're in garbage time at this point. We're at 16. They have 2 cards in hand. I've got 2 Demonic Tutors, 2 removal spells, a way to do it all again. We can afford to flub some of the details here and play with our food a little bit. I have a third Meathook Massacre in my deck I get to go get with this. It's not a wrong way to consume this Reese's from here. Goodbye, cats. Goodbye, Cadillac. Magic's easiest draw what you want. I mean, if you put a bunch of demonic tutors in your deck, you're definitely going to draw what you want. Six, 7, 8, 9 mana. Is that a nice casual 20 here? No big deal.
A casual 20 as opposed to a professional 20?
Yeah, super, super casual. Neat.
Chat missed me. They needed to see me for a minute. Hey, chat.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, but chat, we were just gonna draw 6 cards with our Visionary. Why did they leave the game? It was just getting good. Alright, so they're definitely going to have more counter magic post-board. This is a Duress and a check for traps matchup for certain. I think I like Briarbridge Tracker as a cheap way to play to the board. Ray of Enfeeblement doesn't seem particularly good. Power Word Kill doesn't kill the dragons, but it kills Chariots and Stormseekers and Magdas. This, Culling Ritual good? Culling Ritual's probably pretty good too.
Why do these ones have like banners across the corners?
Where? Oh, it's just a different cosmetic. Inscription's a little slow. Meter's probably a little clunky in this matchup too.
I want chat to know that I was outside and this is just like a t-shirt material, you know, it's not that low, and I was fine. I didn't wear a coat, and Jeff's running his space heater.
It's cold down here, chat. It's cold in my basement.
I was fine outside in basically a t-shirt with long sleeves, 3/4 sleeves even.
Chat, I've got a sweet thing. I think I'm allowed to show this. I'm gonna say I'm allowed to show it because we're gonna be selling them at some point. So if you pre-order the Streets of New Capenna stuff at Cool Stuff Inc., you get a paper token with your pre-order. We're going to be doing a special, can it focus? A special limited edition metal token print run. And I just got the sample for it in the mail here. So it's the color's a little bit different than the paper token, obviously, and then it's got my logo and signature, and they'll be serial numbered on the back because they're limited edition. Yeah, metal token is happening like they've done for the others. So if you want paper copies of the Jeff Hoagland Vampire token, they come with all of the Streets of New Capenna pre-order stuff. If you want the metal token, those aren't on sale quite yet. I gotta talk to Evan. Wanted to send me the this pre-version to see if I was happy with it. It looks pretty good, so. How much specifically for that X of Y1?
Collector's item.
I don't
There's only
know.
one like it.
Hey now, we had a card reveal for Alchemy. 'Cause Wizards couldn't find
Yeah, it was 31 degrees in hell.
31 degrees in hell. Oh, she's great, Chip. Like singles or sealed product. You get paper tokens with any pre-orders, singles or sealed. Just has to be new Capenna cards. How dirty would it be to take the land? I mean, I don't think it's very good to take the land. Nice, Echoes. Yeah, that's most of the magic cards I have left. Like I have my Birds of Paradise here that are altered art to be black bordered because they only come in white border non-foil. Yeah, chat, that's because I'm a professional. That's why companies that are much bigger than Wizards of the Coast, like Riot Games and the Pokemon Company, consistently work with me. Power word kill, not looking so good in the face of this dragon. How much to be guaranteed number 69 out of however many? I don't have answers for these questions, Jen. I think you just have to variance it. Oh, I think we're gonna die to this gold spin and this negate shit. It's bad, man.
Forest is in awe.
So they didn't take the bait, Chip. They didn't take the bait. Oh, that makes sense. They don't have a set number in advance. There's a window for you to order them, and then however many get ordered are the number that exist.
Foster much growth here.
It's an NBT, a non-bendable token. That is an accurate descriptor.
Phyrexia's story infects
Alright,
the
my
mind.
opponent's taking much too long. Let's move to the next one. Alright, game the third where we get to be on the plate. This Goldspan Dragon card is pretty good, chat. There might be something to this Goldspan Dragon. They've been taking forever during sideboarding too. Opponent's name is LLV. Do you think that's like LSV's cooler brother that doesn't fleece people with crypto? Asking the real questions. Chances we're being sniped, almost zero, chat. Ghosting isn't a thing that really happens that frequently. Still waiting for official Magic NFTs to drop. Chat, I'm playing with the official Magic NFTs right now. I mean, there's not really anything complicated to miss, Bob. LSV's a crypto grifter. Like the end of the story. Alright, we're gonna draw an untapped land next turn and march the Wretched Sorrow, this 2-3. Or we're gonna brick on our land and die. Crypto Grifter could have been a card in Neo. For what it's worth, Bob, I've always had pretty reasonable interactions with Brad. He's mellowed out in his old age, much like myself. Renegade, isn't it? Haven't we all? Mood. This is probably the draw 2. We saw a Behold. Yeah. Crypto is just a mainstream version of the stock market. That's really not... It's not true, though, right? Like, at its core, the stock market exists to serve a function. And you're right, it's been, like, perverted and mutated beyond that. But, like, at its core, crypto doesn't really exist to do anything other than speculate. I mean, stock market regulations are kind of, yes and also no. Now, this does give them the second green to get to what's it called this turn? Run in 7, but that's fine.
Those who harm the forest, the trees can fight their own battles.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can Culling Ritual the token, and then we can march Ren for 3 to gain 3. And we're treading water a little bit here. They have another counter spell, we're gonna be in trouble, but they tapped out like they didn't have a counter spell last turn, so hopefully they just don't have it. Aim. Kill the Den of the Bugbear here. We can march the Wretched Sorrow, the Goldspan Dragon for 4 exactly still, which is nice. Oh, I passed the turn and put it tonight. That could bite us. I was thinking I just wanted to do this on their upkeep in case they have a counter spell, but I should have kept it on the day in the day-night cycle for sure. Alright, to the people discussing the differences between crypto and the actual stock market in chat, please stop. Please stop. I'm playing this land out. Oh my god, chat, there's 2 Boseijus in this deck. Why are there 2 Boseijus in this deck, chat? Dang it, Bobby. Yes, chat, if you're in the Discord server, there is a channel titled The Capitalism Casino where you are allowed to talk about the stock market and crypto to your heart's content, okay? Five, 6, 7, 8. Put 3 things back here. Invoke, March, I think? Card advantage and a way to stabilize. It doesn't give you priority to crack the treasures first because Magic Arena is a quality piece of software. Yeah, would you say that the quality of Magic Arena software in this instance may be Invoke Despair in my opponent? That's fine. We conceded a match earlier because we got bugged, so it all balances out in the wash.
Phyrexia's victory will be etched into the flesh of the conquered.
So they could just get a Goldspan Dragon here, right? And attack me for 4? Which is probably what they want to do, right? Because I have Invoke Despair. I guess they could get like... Oh, they could get back the Reckless? They get back a smaller, hasty creature? Our opponent has played so glacially this game, chat.
You still have a
I guess
role
they're
in our
actually, it's been a
grand
long
story.
game. We both have 15 minutes left. Alright, so next turn, I'm going to March of the Wretched Sorrow, kill the Kiki Jiki, and then we'll Invoke Despair and clean the rest of their board. Right, I have enough mana to do that? Survey says... Inky. Right. So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Dead to Hasty Dragon. We beat basically everything else. I'm actually kind of impressed we managed to beat Gold Spam plus counter spells. Definitely feels like the hardest matchup for this archetype. It's pretty good. How's standard? Standard's very reasonable. I think this is the best standard format we have had in a post-fire design world. This archetype's super reasonable. I think if you look at this deck, there's definitely kind of a core of cards that you shouldn't be touching. And if you ask me, Jeff, what are the cards you can't touch? It's these, this. Maybe I'd include Soul Transfer in there too. I think these are like my untouchables. I think if you want to play this Visionary Invoke Despair grindy deck, I don't think Harness Infinity is in the untouchables. I think it's a cute fun of. I think all of these other cards are kind of your like tech cards and interactive bits and what you want to be hedged against to be good or bad against is fine. Yeah, maybe even some bindings should be in here just because like the rampant fixing in addition to being an answer is good, but these are like the core. And then what decks you want to beat game one, especially like this deck has built, is kind of hedging the mono white matchup with things like Ray of Enfeeblement and Witherbloom Command. But as a whole, we actually didn't play against any mono white in the set today, and we still felt very reasonable there with all of our card selection and advantage. So if you're looking for a non-blue control deck to play in standard, I think this is an excellent choice for sure.